it's going to be cool. But you got to plan for upsets and shakeups in your employment. You know, it's conceivable you could get laid off. You got to plan for this sort of thing, and you got to save for it and make some preparations for that sort of thing. We're entering a time when you won't be able to depend on your job as much. As you know, we're going into another recession. We're probably about a year into this next recession, and let's see, over the next 3 years between now and 2019, it should be getting steadily worse if the usual pattern holds. And at that point, around 2019, if you're still employed, thank your lucky stars. And then at that point, you're going to want to do things like selling precious metals and buying into some stocks that have been beaten down by the recession. This next recession could get so bad that it could do some fundamental damage to the economy, like serious, possible situations where the dollar isn't the world currency anymore, and we could get dramatically less wealthy as a society. So it's important to plan for that too. Things that are valued within the country will probably stay valuable in the country, like as far as real estate and stuff goes, but internationally held assets like stocks and precious metals could go up. Well, anyway, so at this point we've recently had a pullback in bitcoins as well as silver. It's just, and the bankers basically do what they can to knock the price of silver down. They do not want that to be a good alternative to their crazy Ponzi scheme investment thing that they've got going. So, man, it's important to, if you're not gonna get into bitcoins, I would highly recommend getting silver. Go down to your local coin shop and pick some up, dudes. Even if you can only kick in like $100 or so, that asset or that savings will benefit you in the future. I mean, it'll either go up and then you can sell around 2019, or if you lose your job or something, you'll have an asset that you can use to tide you through and get you through the rough spot. And there have been people like in the last recession, the 2008 recession, basically people who were asleep economically, and they ended up getting steamrollered by that recession, and some of them ended up living in their vans or their cars, and it was they just got squeezed right out of the economy. I kind of feel for the guys who are just starting out, but a lot of the bullshit that the people who have been through college now fell for, a lot of the younger guys will not fall for. Like a stupid degree in philosophy or something, that obviously won't make any money for them, but maybe a 2-year degree as a diesel mechanic, or maybe a welder's certificate or something like that, something practical that actually is nuts and bolts. That's the way to go. The straight shooter's career of being an electrician, that's not a bad idea either. If you run into a situation where your job ends, man, that app called TaskRabbit, that's pretty darn cool. For example, if the straight shooter lost his commercial electrician job, he could go on to TaskRabbit as a handyman and charge $60-70 an hour, and save the homeowner a heck of a lot of money, because if the homeowner wanted an electrician from an electrician company, he'd probably have to pay like $150, $175 an hour for an electrician to come over and look at his electrical problem, right? Whereas he can charge half that and still make out very well. So if I'm in a situation where my shop actually did close down, I would probably do the unemployment thing, and I would probably sign up for TaskRabbit and become a sort of a tasker for as a heavy diesel truck mechanic, and then I could do like mobile service, in-frames, but injector swaps, tune-ups, troubleshooting fault codes, that sort of thing. I could get by, I think, at least until I found another diesel mechanic job, and they're pretty easy to find. I'm kind of lucky in that respect. So, over the next 3 years, the economy is going to be getting worse, and it's a great idea to plan for it. So, but there is some serious opportunities in bitcoins and silver. As we're dropping into this recession, people are going to start losing confidence in the conventional economic system, and they're going to want alternatives like Bitcoin and silver. We've had, as I said, we've had a pullback, and over probably between now and the end of the year, that's where the conventional economic system really suffers. In the fall, a lot of recessions occur in October, around there, so it's a good idea to kind of plan for it, and alternatives like bitcoins and silver will probably do pretty well. So kind of looking forward to that. I think the shop is in pretty good shape, because my shop isn't just a diesel truck shop, it's a bunch of other stuff too. So so basically I'm probably going to be okay through this recession. And if you've got a job that is fairly dependable and you can count on it pretty well going through the recession, man, you can load up on alternatives like bitcoins and silver, and then when we drop to the bottom, like around 2019 or so, man, you can then just take those profits off the table, and then you can turn around and drop them into companies that have been pushed down by the recession, and over the next 3 or 4 years beyond that, you'll make a ton of money. And also, if you're in the market for a car, if your car is getting old or something, if you can hang on for like just a couple more years and just drive that old junker, then you'll probably do pretty well. We're going to have like tons of everything's going to be on sale. You're going to have cars and vans and trucks, and you'll be able to get tools and just, of course, real estate and jet skis, pretty much trailers, pretty much anything you want. It's going to be like not pennies on the dollar, but maybe a quarter or half price or something like that. It's going to be a heck of a bargain. So I have a Dodge Stratus over there that's getting kind of old, and I might want to replace it, and I think I'll be able to wait easily. Actually, I think I'll be able to wait no problem till 2019. Then I'll be able to pick up a car cheap, and then, yeah, good times. Those people are going to be suffering, and they're going to be shedding assets just like they were in 2011. So basically, yeah, that will be the time to pick up assets like that. And if you're in the market for a house, for example, you could do what I did, cash in about half your silver, and you'll have a very nice down payment, and then you can get into a bank-owned house for cheap. Because I bought this place for about $160,000, and this place could easily go for $260,000 now, even in the beginning recession here. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. And if you want to sell real estate, the window is almost closed on that. We had a I mean, I sold my condo in 2015 against the advice of some people, and dumped the money into this mortgage, and I think that was the best time to sell. But for the time being, you could sell real estate now. You might have to take a little hit on the price, but if you have it and you're in the market to sell it, I would get it out. I would get out of it as fast as you can. I feel for anybody who bought real estate at this juncture, because you're going to be suffering over the next 3 years as the price is going to go down, 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 down. You might be able to end up paying less if you have a mortgage, though, as opposed to renting, because rents, they're expensive. Well, guys, other than that, just wanted to let you know that my job isn't in danger, but I had to do a little bit of adapting because things were downsizing a little bit, and it's important to be ready for that stuff. So I think today I'm enjoying my vacation, but I think I will put a little bit of a border of like rocks or whatever around the that garden bed, and then I'm going to clear it out with a string trimmer and put more wood chips on it and get it ready for the fall garden, which is like things like broccoli and cabbages, spinach, and greens and stuff like that, and get it ready, and then I should be able to get some decent production out of it in the fall. So, good times. That's about all I got for you guys. Oh, as you can see, I got a pear tree over there with 2 pears on it. It'll do a lot better next year, though. That one over there is an apple tree, and we had some unfortunate things with this. We accidentally ripped it out of the ground because we thought it was dead, but it wasn't. We shoved it back in the ground, and that thing has been brutalized, but it's coming back. So I'll see you guys around, and by the way, don't get married.